My name is Murtaza Rangwala from class 12C and I am here to present a declamation on Alexander the Great. What I am about to say isn't meant to stop your returning home. As far as I care, you could go wherever you wish. But I want you to know how you have behaved towards me and how I have treated you. I'll begin, as is right, with my father Philippe. When he found you, you were mere peasants, wearing hides and tending a few sheep on the mountain slope, and you could barely defend them from your neighbors. And under him, you started living in cities with good laws and customs, and he turned you from slaves into rulers over those very barbarians who used to plunder your land. The Thessalians, they used to terrify you. Well, we rule them now. The Athenians and Thebians, always looking for a chance to attack Macedonia, were so humbled, myself playing my small part in the war, that they no longer take tribute from Macedonia, but instead depend upon us for their protection. This is what my father Philippe did for you. He was declared the supreme commander of all the Greeks for the campaign against the Persians, an honor not just for himself, but for all Macedonians. What he did is great enough on its own, but small compared to what you have gained from me. I crossed the Hellespont, even though back then the Persians still commanded the sea. I defeated the satraps of the great King Darius and made you rulers of Ionia, Aeolis, Phrygia and Lydia, and took Miletus by siege. All the riches of Egypt and Cyrene, which I won without a fight, are yours now. Syria, Palestine, Mesopotamia, Babylonia, all belong to you. The wealth of Lydia, the treasures of Persia, the jewels of India, and the outer sea, you are now the satraps. You are the captains and the generals. What have I held back for myself? Nothing, apart from this purple cloak and diadem. No man can point to my riches, and what would I do with them anyways? I eat what you eat, I get no more rest than you. Many times I spend the night on watch so that you could sleep peacefully. Who among you believes he's worked harder for me than I have for him? Come on, if you have got scars, strip and show them to me. I'll show you mine. There isn't one part of my body that does not bear a wound, the front at least. My body is covered in scars from every weapon you can think of. Swords, arrows, stones, clubs. We have celebrated our weddings together. Many of your children will be cousins of my own. I've paid off your debts without ever asking how you got them, even though you're paid well enough and pillage every city we take. What do you think? Under my command, not one man has been killed fleeing the enemy. And now, I wanted to send some of you back who've been wounded or crippled or have grown old to be welcomed back home as heroes. But since all you wish to go, then all of you, go. Get home and tell them that your king, Alexander, the conquerors of Persians, Medes, Bactrians, and Scythians, who now rules as far as the Caspian Sea, who crossed the Indus, the first to cross it since Dionysus himself. I would have crossed Ephesus too if you hadn't cowered in fear. When you get home, tell them that when you made it back to Susa, you abandoned him and went home, leaving him under the protection of the foreigners you had conquered. Perhaps this report of yours will seem glorious in the eyes of the men and worthy in the eyes of the gods. Be gone now. Thank you.